Well, hello, my crafty friends, and thank you for joining me. And yes, I have another video for you. And this one is it's yeah, it's an unusual size that I don't normally do, and it's a wedding card. And I've used the Sarah's Signature from Crafter's Companion Antique Lace Collection, which is here. Now, if you like what you see, please like and hit that subscribe button, that little bell, and then you'll get notifications of all other videos that I will do in the future. And if you belong to any groups on Facebook, TikTok, or any other kind of groups, please like and share my copy and paste my video links onto those kind of other medias and groups that you belong to. If you could do that, that'd be absolutely wonderful. And thank you for joining me. Now, as I say, I've done this with the Sarah Signature collection, and I bought it, well, because I liked it. So I bought it. So okay, and out of it, I was asked by a friend on Friday if I could do a wedding card, and I said to my friend, "Do you want it like grungy and shabby chic?" She said, "Oh yeah, that'd be perfect." So that's what I'm going to show you now. What I did yesterday. So I've done a little bit of preparation. I've got a few bits and pieces done. I've done a little bit of stamping because I didn't want to go through that again, because I've already done a video on stamping and different stamping on different mediums cardstocks. I think the it's in the list of my videos. So that's basically it. So this is what I've used. I've only got a few more bits and pieces to do, which I will go through, and we'll have a completed wedding card at the end of it. So let's move all that out the way, and let me bring in what I've already done. Now, one of the other things I get asked, and I see a lot on card making communities, is making your own cards and envelopes versus pre-bought card and envelope packs. Now, I've generally have always used pre-packed, and this is a company in England, Craft UK Limited, and this is 8x8 ivory, which is just so perfect for wedding cards, and that's generally what I use. And to me, the advantage is once you buy these packs, you know that the card is going to fit into the envelope. Obvious, I know, but you'd be surprised. So yeah, so that's what I've gone for. That's what I've used, and it's 8x8 ivory cards and envelopes, and the card stock is actually 270 grams, and the envelope is 100 grams. So it's pretty good quality. Now, getting back to the card, as I say, I've done a few bits and pieces. There's my card base, there's that, there's the envelope. Now, okay, I'm going to put the bride and groom to one side for the minute because I want to talk about that separately. And let me just deal with this first. Now, this is craft card, and I've basically cut it down to 8" by 8". And I've used around each corner this here, which is the romantic envelope. So even though it says for envelopes, obviously I've adapted it, and I've done a really nice floral lacy background. So basically all I've done is put this up next to each corner, and I will show you something else that you can do with this. So there, and then you've got this one here, which I've put, and then I've just taped it down. You can basically see how it goes. It's already, because it's cut. There you go. So, and I just taped it and then onto my plates, and then obviously you've got to do it 4 times, but so that's what I did. That's how I got each of these angles. Right, what you can do, you can you can take that stage further if you so desire, and put, but word of warning, it will make it a bit more flimsy. But you've got this one here, which is the vintage envelope, and you've got this nice big triangle. Now this triangle will actually fit, and you will possibly get 2 cuts from that, from the middle, so it will fit. And then you can do the same the other side, but do not use the border for it, because you just want the bits that it will cut out, like I've done there. So yeah, so you can do that, and that will do the middle if you so desire. Obviously I haven't, because what I've done, I've decided to go with the paper pack. Now I'm just going to spend a minute and show you what, let me put the, what you get in the pack, because I bought this as a complete collection. So obviously we talked about the envelope things. You get a set of stamps with like banners to put your sentiments in, which the sentiments actually fit to go in. You've got 3 there. Oh, let me open it. It'd just be easier, wouldn't it? So yeah, you've got the 2, you've got the banner, and these sentiments here will fit in the banners. So so there's that. What would have been nice is to have had a die. Now I've got a sneaky feeling Crafters Companion did a complete collection a couple of years ago, and I've got it up there, and it was all sentiments and dies, and I'm wondering if that will fit. Must have a look at that. But anyway, so that's stamps, lacy, vintage lace, embossing photo, 3D embossing photo. That's quite nice, and that will look really nice on metallic card. So if you've got gold Miri card or silver Miri card, silver wedding anniversary, golden wedding anniversary, ruby wedding anniversary, so red Miri card for a 40th wedding anniversary, and 45th anniversary, which is sapphire, blue Miri card. So do that in Miri card, and it'll be fantastic. That'll look really lovely. Okay, you've got stamps, floral stamps, and you've got a die, which is like a lacy floral swirly die. What's it called? Lace embellishments. So yeah, that's nice. And you've got the rub-ons, and 2 sets sizes of paper packs. So you've got the 6x6 and you've got the 12x12. So that's the collection. That's what I used, and this is what's so yeah, so that's what I've used. So let's go to this and fill this middle. Now I put just a piece of card of this in the middle of my thing, and this actually measures, it can get down to, so that's 5 inch, and I will check all 4 sides just in case your die cutting is slightly out. See, that's just under 5 inches, and that is again slightly under 5 inches. So you are going to get a little, and that's 5 inches. So we need a piece of these are 6x6. So it's just a question of picking out one that you really like, and then adapting it to the size of the card. So let's go for this one. So we know this is 6 by 6, so I'm going to cut it down to possibly 5 3/4. No, 4 3/4, because that is 5-ish. So let's go 5 3/4. Now, yeah, let's go. Check your measurements. Check your measurements. Yeah, 5 inches. 5 inches. Yeah. So I'm just having a. So that's if it's 5 inches. So I want 4 3/4. So yeah, I'm gonna lose. Put that to one side, and then we have got. Yeah, that's be fine. I can live with that. So get some tape. And just. Oh, I hate these. There we go. Put that to one side, and we can get this done. There we go, there's that one. And then we can get, now this is a dotty glue tape, and you need to be, so I'm just going to get some scrap paper, and just, now I'm going to be really excessive with this, and I'm going to, so just keep going until you've completely, move that up a bit. So, just make sure you've got the edges covered as well. So just really make sure you've got everything done on that, and then go back to the normal one and just do some edges all around the solid square. Carefully lift that off, and then now with the card blank, you've got two options. You can have it normal, so you've got the fold on the left hand side, or you can have it tent fold, so the fold will be at the top, so it will open and stand up like that, or you can have it like that. So it's whatever your preference is, really. So I'm going to do this as a tent fold, and then just place it down very gently. And what I am, and put that down straight, very straight. What I am going to grab is, and just a brayer, and that will just make sure I've got a warped map, and that will just help the adhesion of the glue to the cardstock. So there we go, we've got that bit. So you put that to one side, and then our bride and groom. Now let me do a little bit of explanation on this one, because you can see, hopefully, there's a bit of texture going on in the card. Now, this stamp, there's the stamp. I've had this for absolute years, and it's called At the Altar, and it's by Stampendous. And honestly, it's one of my most favorite stamps, and it's my stamp that I always go to for a wedding card. I just absolutely love it, and I've done, if you check my video again, going back to heat embossing, I also stamped onto vellum to parchment, and I've done it with this many years ago, which is why I covered stamping onto parchment. So you could also do this onto parchment. You could also decoupage this. If I hold this up, so you can cut her dress where it overlaps here, this bit here, cut that, and then decoupage it. So it's got lovely, and if you do it on the parchment, I might do a video on this. I don't know, I'll see. If you want me to do it, to stamp this onto parchment and show you how to emboss it, heat emboss and dry embossing, so you've got texture coming up through the dress, and I'll show you how to decoupage this, and it'll be absolutely stunning. But if you want to, put the comments in below, or comment on my Facebook page, and if there's enough of you that would like me to show you, then I will do it and stamp this. And all I will do is just stamp this onto parchment and decoupage it, show you how to decoupage it, show you how to emboss it, and so you get some texture going up through the dress. So yeah, it's one of those stamps that's got many potentials, and you could do so many things with it. So okay, so that's the stamp I used, and obviously I've just heat set it. I've just used gold embossing powder, and I've used detailed gold embossing powder, and this is Sentimentally Yours super fine embossing powder, pure gold. Now the reason I use super fine is because it still picked up all the detail in the stamp around her dress. I can just hold that up, see that? And this is the difference with the embossing powders. If you've got another make or different make and it's not super fine, if it's like oh, I don't know, something else, it may not necessarily pick up all the detail of the stamp. So that's why I've used the superfine, so I know it will pick up all that detail, that lovely detail. Look at that. How cool is that? So, okay, so we've got our bride and groom, we have got our blank, and we will just put them on that. Now, you can something I forgot, 3D foam pads. Now, if you're posting this, then think again about putting 3D foam pads on. If it's just going straight through, if you're doing it by hand, then you can do the layers. So I'm just going to put some 3D foam pads down here. you don't need too many. And also with this design layout that I've done, you can, if you so desire, put the couple's initials, names, whatever. And also, what I like to do with wedding cards especially, if you know the colour of what the bridesmaids' dresses are going to be, you can incorporate that colour into your card. Now, obviously, some of these, well, apart from the stamp that I used, is quite a few years old. You might be able to pick it up on, oh, I don't know, Vinted, eBay Marketplace, eBay. I've given you the name of the stamp, so have a look, see if it's still available. And I'm just going to place them down like that, and that is basically the foundation of your wedding card. How gorgeous is that? Now, if you want, you can add some, like I say, if you have found out the colour of the bridesmaid dresses, you could do some flowers and just pop them down in the corner here. The initials of the happily married couple that to be, CR or whatever. Again, you can put them, and even the date. The date's always nice. If you know the date of the wedding, that is always nice to put on the card, or you can put it on the inside if you want. So yeah, so that's a wedding card for you, and I hope you like that. And again, please like and subscribe, and if you like what I do, like and subscribe, and you know, tell your friends about spread the word about my YouTube channel if you can. That'd be absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for doing that, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.